Later, 34 cars were in Birmingham for a unique first in British motor racing, the first ever street race on mainland Britain. This was scarcely a motor race in the Monaco mould. There were some weird bumps on the track and one or two organisational problems, but they were nothing in comparison to what Hurricane Charlie had to throw at the 26-car grid. But after an incident-packed practice, they were covered by just 2.1 seconds, with an all-pervasive Ralph Cosworth front row. Martini ahead of Sala on what became a soaking grid as rain lashed Birmingham. Third was Andrew Gilbert Scott in the Lola, and fourth, Michel Ferté in his March. Fifth was Pascal Fabre, and sixth, Eliseo Salazar, having his first race in the Works Lola. As they formed up on the grid, it was still raining. Martini made the best getaway from teammate Luis Sala, but left on the grid was John Nielsen. Martini through the first corner in the lead ahead of Sala, with Andrew Gilbert Scott in third and Michel Ferté fourth. While the others were lost in the spray, Luis Sala challenged his teammate Martini, and Martini seemed almost happy to let him through on the first lap. Ivan Capelli was a spinner and out of the race. Sala pulled away quite easily from Martini. Third was Michel Ferté, Andrew Gilbert Scott having dropped back. There were spinners all round the circuit. This is Tim Davis and Marcel Tarrez. Watch Tarrez. Nearly takes off leader Sala. Through the gloom, Canada's John Jones emerged in sixth place ahead of Thomas Kaiser. Another spinner was Tommy Byrne, one of his many spins at the hairpin. But Sala continued to pull away. Here the leader passes Emanuele Pirro's crashed March. Meanwhile, there was quite a battle for second place, Martini having slipped back into the clutches of Michel Ferté. It's a far cry from Pau, but here they negotiate one of Birmingham's traffic islands. Then Martini began to pull away again. Ahead of them in the murk, Luis Sala had had a spin and lost his nose cone. How much would this affect the handling of his route? The answer came back quite a lot, because Martini began to gain on him again. There were yellow flags all over the circuit. But Sala was leading when an accident between Andrew Gilbert Scott and the already abandoned car of Alain Ferté resulted in the race being stopped. The two cars were blocking so much of the track that the organisers thought it wise to stop the race in the conditions. With rain still pouring down, causing poor visibility, the race was abandoned, so half points were awarded after a second sodden British Formula 3000 round. Luis Sala was acclaimed the winner, Pierluigi Martini second, Michel Ferté third, and Salazar in his first drive with the Works Lola in fourth place. Teammate Pascal Fabre was fifth, and Russell Spence scored his first points in the Onyx March. Despite Sala's preference for his native Barcelona as an Olympic venue, Birmingham were happy to have him as their first winner. Further, he had shown that he was just as at home in the wet streets of Birmingham as under the Sicilian sun at Enna. In the championship, Ivan Capelli now had an almost massive 5-point lead over Pierluigi Martini, and third was Luis Sala. Fourth, Pascal Fabre, fifth, John Nielsen, and sixth, Emanuele Pirro and Michel Ferte.